mind taking a photo? We'll do one for you.
Not bad, 10, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, Kilimanjaro Safaris. And then the other one.
Yeah, close it up.
And then 45 minutes river.
Alright, Dominic, come here, Towards the, some of the walkthroughs and big routes that go to the side. Look at his feet.
I don't think it's for the night wave. Too early? Huh? Well, that one's not
Do you guys know which color you want?
Green, purple.
Are you guys ready for
So you still there?
I told him down.
very small and you
go outside.
You already got food. Yeah, for them I would get the bean snacks.
That's the fun.
I'm a big kid now.
Take him from here, please. Go with Daddy. Okay, I'm hearing birds.
Foi barato.
So that was super cool.
Stroller parking for Festival of the Lion King is located in the courtyard directly behind me. Directly behind me.
together. Keep up with the party in front of you and fill in all the available space. Thank you for touring Kilimanjaro. When it comes
watch your steps slide in, make them through the whole party. Small church, you guys sitting around there the whole time. No, lifting them up. You are not Rafiki. They are not Simba. I would also recommend the smaller restaurants. Let's go. My name is Chris. Here's the party guide today. Look up your head there, you'll see an animal spotting guide. I'm not going to guarantee we're going to see all those animals, but we do usually have some pretty good luck. Feel free to take any pictures you like, but I usually suggest you turn those cameras to some kind of action, sports mode, anything with a high shutter speed. Those animals, they're alive. They move, and we cannot stop for all of them. They're going to hang outside to those cameras, any other loose objects, because if you drop them outside of the truck, we cannot stop to get them. I will send somebody out for them, but you're probably not going to get them back in one. They will poke you. It will hurt. It will not be much fun. We're doing no loud noises. This includes whistling, kissing noises, screaming. Hey, giraffe, come over here. Yep, done that. The animals don't really like it. If anything, it's just going to make them go farther away. Now, of course, you can quietly talk amongst yourselves. Some oohs, some ahs. Maybe see some cute little baby animals out there. You're going to be like, oh my goodness, that's so cute. That's fine. Honestly, I will probably do it too. Just don't scream at the animals thinking they're going to come to you because they're not. Alright, so we're starting our safari in the Little Archery Forest. Forest is a key word. There are a lot of trees. The animals there are well camouflaged and quite shy. So keep your eyes on those trees and bushes. So you look over here on the right, there's going to be an okapi. She just walked behind that bush there. She'll walk out in just a second. There she is. Now it looks like they're wearing zebra pants, but they're not related to the zebra at all. They're actually the only known relative of the giraffe. They were known to Western civilization until about 1901. Natives knew about them. Westerners thought they were just making them up. We're talking about zebras. They have the same basic skull structure as a giraffe, as well as that long prehensile tongue. If you ever have the opportunity to pet one, highly recommend it. They are quite soft. Their coats feel almost like velvet. As we're coming around this turn on the right side, see these little reddish-brown antelope there. They are bongos. Bongos, also known as the ghosts of the forest, due to the fact that they're rarely seen. They're not really little ones. If you check out their horns, you see how they kind of angle to the back like that. Actually, hopefully get through the thick underbrush without getting stuck. There's a black rhino right there on the left. The black rhino is the smallest rhino on the reserve. They only get to be about 3,000 pounds. They live a mostly solitary life. Will occasionally congregate together at night. No natural predators. The only thing in the whole world they have to worry about. People. That's a greater kudu on the right there too. Now, there are less than 5,000 black rhinos left in the world. They have been poached to near extinction just for their horns, and they are only made of keratin. It's the same thing as our hair and nails. Another greater kudu on the right here too. There's another black rhino up on the hill there on the left. Now the greater kudu are the tallest antelope in the forest. They'll get to be about 55 inches tall at the shoulder. That's not including their necks or their heads. So we get another look at that black rhino up on the left here. He's up there. If you kind of see his lip, it's a prehensile top lip there. And you just basically like grab stuff like a finger. Helps them to pick out the bushes and the thickets where they find their food. Over here on the left, you see these black and white birds. They are saddle-billed stork. They can be about 5 feet tall, have a wingspan of 9 feet. They mate for life. The only way you can tell a male from a female is the color of their eyes. It's brown for the males, yellow for the females. Alright, let's head on over to the Safi River. Most of the animals here, they like to hang out in and around the water. So that's where you're going to want to keep your eyes. There's quite a few more hippos over here on the left as well. I heard a hippo is also known as a bloat. A little baby hippo right there. She's about there. She's 7 months old now. Now when they're in the water, they don't actually swim. They'll just like walk and hop along the bottom. Hippos are incredibly cute and cuddly, or they look incredibly cute and cuddly, but they're actually one of the most territorial animals in the entire world. So usually if you see hippos, you don't see too many other animals hanging around. They are around 40 to 80 pounds when they're born. They can nurse up But over here on the left, those are Nile crocodiles. They don't eat plants. They actually mainly eat fish. But they will eat anything that comes down to the watering hole. They're going to be about 15 to 18 feet long. That is as long as a giraffe is tall. Have very powerful jaws, capable of holding around 2,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. Now when the crocodile's eggs are about to hatch, the mother crocodile will scoop the eggs up in her mouth. She rolls them around using her tongue to help them to break down. Some of their babies, if there's any danger around, the mother crocodile will open up her mouth. She'll let her babies crawl in. She keeps them safe. They can hold their breath for about 2 hours underwater. Alright, so we're going to be heading on over to the savannah. It's going to be a little more open than the forest. A lot less trees, a lot more grass. If you look over here to the right, this is a baobab tree. Oftentimes referred to as the upside down tree due to the fact that it kind of looks like the roots are growing out of the top. They only have leaves for 3 months out of the year. Can store thousands of gallons of water inside of their trunks. That's why they get another nickname, the tree of life. Alright, so we're going to head into the savannah. If we come around this corner, you're going to get a wonderful view of it. In the savannah, you may find many of your favorite animals, such as giraffe, elephants, and lions. Now, I see some animals. Let's go get us a closer look. As you're looking around the savannah, you'll notice the grounds. They are very well maintained. The animals, they handle all of that themselves. The giraffe are like the pruning shears. The wildebeest and the antelope are like the lawnmowers. The elephants are kind of like the bulldozers. They'll all work together to keep the savannah looking pristine.
That's the other truck.
So if you look over here on the left, it looks like there's a couple in the den. There's also a couple laying down in the shade under that smaller tree right there. And it just poked its head up with an African wild dogs. They're also known as painted dogs due to their coats. They're some of the most successful hunters on the savannah. They will catch their prey about 90% of the time. Lions only catch their prey about 30% of the time. Now, they're not related to domesticated dogs, wolves, or hyenas. And unlike dogs and wolves, they only actually have 4 toes on each foot. Help them take a longer stride when they're running. They can run a 5K in under 5 minutes. Also over here on the left, you can see these dark brown antelope. Those are sable antelope. Now they're pretty unique. They'll stand their ground against predators and not back down. Check out those horns, how they angle to the back like that. They'll actually help them to get lions off their backs. There's also a few Hartman's Mountain zebra on the left here. They are black with white stripes. We can tell by the color of their muzzles. Zebras, they'll oftentimes merge their herds in with other slower animals' herds. That way if a predator comes around, they just outrun them. A herd of zebras, also known as a dazzle. So as we're driving around the savannah, we're going to see these smokestack-shaped formations. They're going to be popping up all over the place. They are termite mounds. Now the termites will make those out of dirt, dung, saliva. They bake in the sun, get as hard as cement. Many of the animals that are on the savannah will use them like scratching posts. Some might even hop up on top, keep an eye out for predators. Laying down there, that's a springbok. They only get to be 3 feet tall. They can jump 6 feet high, 13 feet in length, and can run at speeds up to 55 miles per hour. That actually makes them the 3rd fastest land animal. Also over here on the right, you see the animals with the really large horns. Those are Ankoli cattle. Those horns will get to be 6 feet long. They look pretty heavy. They are actually quite light. They are honeycomb shaped on the inside. That lets blood flow through them, keeps the animals cool. Those big horns only actually weigh about 5 pounds each. Both males and females have them. Also straight ahead of us on top of the hill, there is some wildebeest. Now wildebeest are also known as gnus. That's spelled G-N-U. Usually those grunting noise they make. Wildebeest will travel in some of the world's largest herds, numbers reaching up to 1.5 billion. And when they stampede, they'll blind run, so basically they just close their eyes, go for it. Over here on the left, you see some giraffe. Giraffe are the tallest land animals, 6 feet tall when they're born, 18 to 20 feet tall when fully grown. Herd of giraffe, also known as a tower. They spend about 16 to 20 hours every day eating. When they eat, they use their long, prehensile tongue, wrap it around the tree branches and strip leaves off. Their tongues are long enough they could lick their own eyeballs if they wanted to. They only actually spend about 30 minutes a day sleeping. Alright, well it does look like we're heading on into elephant territory. I can tell it's elephant territory. I see some trees that are pushed over. Those elephants, they're a little bit rambunctious when they play, and oftentimes we'll just push trees over for fun. Or if they want to get to the leaves at the top of a tree. You can tell it's an African elephant. It has those large ears. You see it waving their ears? They're not just saying hello. It's actually one way they keep themselves cool. They got a lot of blood vessels and arteries right behind those ears, so when they wave them, it moves the air around, cools them down pretty quick. Now, elephants can eat about 300 pounds of food every day. They can drink about 40 gallons of water every day. They hold about 5 gallons of water in their trunks. That's not going that way. Now, yesterday I wanted to see if I could make this little jump right there. I didn't make it. We're going around today because that truck's broken and they're not happy. The elephant's stuck back there. Now the elephant's trunks actually have thousands of muscles inside of them. They are so precise they can pick a dime up off the ground. And more muscles in their trunks than we have in our whole body. It does look like the warden made it out here and put some rope on the bridge. I think it's going to hold together today. Alright, so we're going to be heading through some red clay pits. Now you might see some elephant footprints, maybe some tusk marks. The elephants actually go in there, they scrape the clay off the walls, and they'll eat it. It supplements their diets with vitamins and minerals that they need. Elephants, they have been poached in near extinction, both with their ivory tusks as well as human encroachment on their habitats. The elephants would trample farmers' crops that cost them months of income. Scientists did some research, found out elephants are quite scared of bees. So farmers started putting bees' nests on their fence lines, kept the elephants away, gave the farmers a second form of income, selling the honey and the honeycomb. A couple more elephants over here on the left. Now these are 2 adolescent males, so yeah, you're going to see them doing this like fighting stuff, but it is perfectly normal. It's just kind of getting them ready for when they get older and they're in charge and they have to protect their herd. They know what to do. Elephants can get over 13,000 pounds. They are about 300 pounds when they're born. Their mothers are pregnant for 22 months. Now, they live in matriarchal herds, so the males get the age from 13. They'll just leave and go out on their own. Oftentimes they will form smaller bachelor herds. Now if they get older and they don't leave on their own, the females just kind of politely ask them to leave. Some ant-collared cattle on the right there again too. Some ducks. On the island up here on the left, you're going to see some greater flamingo. They are the tallest species of flamingo, the lightest shade of pink. They get that pink coloring from the beta carotene and the brine shrimp they eat. Now, if you look really closely at the island, the flamingos are hanging out. There's a little, there's a hidden Mickey. Flamingos will oftentimes stand on one leg. Not a great way to take a break. Also one way they regulate their body temperatures. And a couple of elephants back there too. A flock of flamingos, also known as a flamboyant. Some mud wallows up ahead of us. It's usually a good place to find some animals. They like to roll around in the mud. It keeps them cool. It keeps the insects away. Also acts like a natural sunscreen. See this elements really quickly on the left of the Alright, so I'm not seeing anybody actually rolling in the mud, but over here on the left I do see some white rhinos taking a nap under the tree here. Now the white rhino are the largest rhino on the reserve. They're going to be about 5,000 pounds. Look real close to that white rhino. You'll notice something about them. Yep, they don't look white. They actually get their name from the Afrikaans word white. It means wide, due to their wide mouths. Now they have the wide mouths that graze the grasslands. The black rhinos, they have that more pointed sound. You know, the bushes and the thickets. All rhinos have pretty poor vision. They only see about 10 feet in front of them. Everything else is just a big blur. A herd of rhinos known as a crash. A little bit to do with the poor eyesight. There's a baby rhino there. You know how cute it is. So yeah, they get running around. They don't really see where they're going off the time, so they just crash into one another. Oh, little cute file there. Alright, so as we come around this turn here, look on the left, we're going to see if we can find us some cheetahs. Now they're going to blend in pretty well with the vegetation. It makes them a little difficult to spot at times. A couple right up there then. The fastest land animals, capable of reaching speeds up to 70 miles per hour. She's right there. One of the few cats whose claws they are always out. Helps them to keep traction while they're running. They're one of the few large cats that will do all their hunting during the day. They do not roar. They do purr quite loudly. A couple more up here too. They'll also make a chirping sound, growls. They are spotted all the way down to the skin, so if you shave them, they would still have their spots. See some Kobe rock formations up ahead here. These will form naturally. It's a place where large predators will typically hang out. Hey, look right there. That's a large predator. He's hanging out. Now the Swahili word for lion. Simba. Now they spend about 16 to 20 hours every day just flying around, sleeping and relaxing. They do their hunting at night. The females will do the hunting. The males will stay back and guard the pride. They'll catch most of their prey by stalk and catch, but can reach speeds running up to 35 miles an hour if they need to. Don't worry though, the strike does 8, so sure will be fine. A couple lionesses up there as well. So there's a couple more rhinos on the right here. Now, during the day, a lion sees about the same as humans. At night, their vision is 6 times better. There's another baby rhino laying down over there. Look, laying on the right side of the mom. Lions will roar to mark their territories. Those roars can be heard up to 5 miles away. They are nocturnal, a little more active nighttime. Oh, he's gonna roar. Laying down there. They just kind of look like fuzzy little rocks with tusks. We'll get a little better look when we come around the corner here. Now Pumbaa, it is Swahili. It's not Swahili for warthog. It actually means silly or foolish. It doesn't really apply to warthogs though. It's quite intelligent. It's one of the most domesticated dogs. There's a bonspot laying down right over there. Those are ostrich eggs on the ground there. They are the largest eggs in the world. They weigh about 3 pounds each. It would take 24 chicken eggs to equal 1 ostrich egg. And and they are strong enough that if you, me, or an ostrich stood on top, they wouldn't break. Yeah, so that's all our quart hogs right there on the lens again. Station coming up here. The wardens, they work on the reserve, will keep the animals protected and safe. Now, if you've ever been told about the beehive fences the farmers made to keep the elephants away, up here on the left, they're going to see what one looks like. It's right there. Also, some Nigerian dwarf goats up here on the left. They're typically raised for their milk. Prefer to larger livestock for their small size, far less land and food to raise. That's pretty cute too. Now if you want to go pet some Nigerian dwarf goats, you can hop on the Wildlife Express train and head over to Rafiki's Planet Watch. You can actually pet some over there. Now the large ones, like the ones that's rubbing on the fence there, that's fully grown, but there's a couple of babies back there. Well, it does look like we're coming to the end of our safari. I'd like to thank all of you for coming. Now I know we talked about extinction today, and as we all know, extinction, it is forever. So we all have to do our part to make sure that these animals are going to be around for generations to come. Now, there are many ways that we can do this. Some of the simplest, just make sure to recycle all of your batteries and old electronics. You can also build bird feeders or bat boxes in your backyard, or donate to a conservation fund. Disney's Conservation Fund will match $1 for $1, everything donated. But if you have a conservation fund close to your heart, donate to that one. They all help, they all do good. If you're looking for some more animals, head on over to Gorilla Falls. There's going to look at the Oasis, and you see some hippos under the water. Also some animals that were not on the safari, like gorillas, meerkats, and naked molehunds. Head on over to Asia, check out the Maharajah Jumbo Trick. There you find animals like tigers, cranes, Komodo dragons, and flying foxes. One of the walking trail, that one's over the Africa Bridge. It will take you in and around the Tree of Life. There you find animals like porcupines, tortoises, and another side about stork. You'll also get a great look at the Tree of Life. There are over 300 animals carved into the tree. Think of an animal, it is probably carved in there somewhere. Wilderness Explorers on the truck, you're riding on the Simba 1. Our friends here at Harambe, we don't like to say goodbye. It's far too sad, it's far too final. So instead we say quackery, is it go well. So quackery, friends, go well, go wild, go make a difference. Those animals could use all the help they could get. Right hands out with your hands, start swinging legs, lift, toes, or slide over. Double check your rows, watch your step when you get down. Quackery, my friends, have a great day.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, my friends. Thank you so much for coming out. Have a great day out there.
But his dad's the same as that.
Is that rain from altitude? That is
So it's like hard to tell that together. Oh. Are you gonna? Oh, nope. Nah, he was thinking about it. I think he just came up to breathe.
They're so big.
He's large. Just had babies. That was cute.
This curry's just hanging out.
Hanging out in between the dogs.
Right out. Right Oh my.
No, you're not with us.
Girls are not back there around the corner. They're around the corner. Well, I see the president up there.
What's up there? Wait, that is Christina.
Die ziet me toch aan.
Kijk eens mee.
Nee, dat kan je toch niet.
There's another one just marching.
You got a branch in front of his face and he's like, and babe, did you see this one? Over by the rock, just chilling.
Where by
Against the wall, at the corner.
Oh, right there?
Yeah, at the corner. You see the corner of the rock?
Oh, right there.
He's eating a big fish. Chase, did you see the monkey or the gorilla?
Gracias.
Greetings, friends, and welcome aboard the Wildlife Express. For a safe journey, remember to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Sit all the way back against the bench, and please be sure to watch your children. A sunset.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Wildlife Express. Para que tengan un viaje seguro, manténganse sentados, con las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Siéntense hasta atrás, pegados al respaldo de la banca. Y por favor, vigilen a los niños. Gracias.
Welcome aboard the Wildlife Express with service to Rafiki's Planet Watch. Here, you'll discover a wide range of animal adventures, from the affection section, where you can get up close and personal with domesticated animals like goats, sheep, and more, to sneak peeks at animal care in action at our veterinary, nutrition, and science centers. Also, be sure to check out the animation experience at Conservation Station, where you can learn to draw your favorite Disney characters, inspired by live animals from one of our animators. The tradition of animals and animation reaches all the way back to Walt Disney himself and his long-standing passion for conservation. He believed it was important that we protect our wildlife and preserve our natural world. This sense of motivation shaped his legacy, from animation to conservation, to the very adventures we offer here at Disney's Animal Kingdom each and every day. As we make our way to Rafiki's Planet Watch, keep an eye out for some of the exciting wildlife we might encounter along the way, and the highly trained specialists who care for it. From ostriches and rhinos to the mighty African elephant, the species we care for here at Disney's Animal Kingdom are some of the very same animals that inspired animated classics like The Lion King, The Jungle Book, and more. Did you know Bambi was the first animated feature to bring live animals into the studio? In the 1940s, Walt Disney and his animators modeled characters from the film after the movements and natural behaviors of the latest advances in computer animation. This tradition continues today as animators travel throughout the world to observe animals in their own surroundings. And that includes here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
As we approach Conservation Station, a few reminders. The train is the only way in and the only way out of Conservation Station, so once you're done exploring, come right back to the train station. We'll get you the rest of the way back to Harambe. Trains depart every 5 to 7 minutes. Here at Rafiki's Planet Watch, you'll find the petting zoo, veterinarian hospital, reptiles and amphibians, the nutrition center, and the animation experience, where you can learn to draw the Disney characters.
We are now approaching Conservation Station at Rafiki's Planet Watch. For your safety and the safety of those around you, please sit all the way back against the bench and avoid leaning out toward the road. Remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop, and please be sure to watch your children as you exit. Go well and explore.
kid, she was like only 3. Oh.
A lot of it is the habitat for the animals in the safari.
It's got a lid on it, so you're good. Make sure everything that goes on the back is not on their heads and their faces and all.
We are now beginning our return trip to the African town of Harambe. For your safety, please remain seated and keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Sit all the way back against the bench. And please, be sure to watch your children.
Bienvenidos. Comenzamos ahora nuestro viaje de regreso a la aldea africana de Harambe. Para su seguridad, permanezcan sentados con las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Siéntense hasta atrás, pegados al respaldo de la banca. Y por favor, vigilen a los niños. Gracias.
Welcome aboard the Wildlife Express, with service from Rafiki's Planet Watch to the village of Harambe. As you head back out into Disney's Animal Kingdom, we hope you take with you a great appreciation for the very journey that led us here.
Welcome aboard, friends. Once again, we all must remain seated at all times with our backs against those benches. Avoid leaning towards those railings. And keeping our hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Thank you, friends, and enjoy your trip.
You see, it was Walt Disney's passion for animals and conservation that led him to send film crews across the globe to capture dramatic footage of wildlife in remote locations. Walt Disney's True Life Adventure series touched the hearts of millions of viewers, inspiring a spirit of conservation and paving the road for the nature documentaries we see today. That same power eventually inspired the creation of Disney Nature, the latest continuation of this wildlife storytelling tradition.
Once again, friends, we have to keep our hands inside the train there.
With the release of powerful films like African Cats, Born in China, and Penguins, Disney Nature creates a unique opportunity to connect with wildlife on an emotional level, inspiring us to preserve nature through care and understanding. And did you know that each film provides an opportunity for filmgoers to become conservationists just by seeing the films? A portion of the first week's ticket sales for each Disney Nature release is directed through the Disney Conservation Fund to support specific conservation initiatives with nonprofit organizations around the globe. It was this rich legacy of animal storytelling that inspired the idea of Disney's Animal Kingdom, a place that celebrates our deep connection.
All right, friends, we have to avoid leaning towards those railings, please.
Comes from preserving and protecting our natural world. As you venture out into the park or make your way back to wherever you call home, remember that legacy lives in you. We are now approaching the Harambe train station. For your safety and the safety of those around you, please sit all the way back against the bench and avoid leaning out toward the railing. Remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop, and please be sure to watch your children as you exit. Go well, and remember, preserving the magic of nature begins with you. Asante.
Do this one, yeah, Mom's got your wristbands.
Really? Already? That was so fast.
Brave New World.
Yeah.
Safaris.
Is there some live thing?
$5.15. Yeah, no.
This way.
inside. That's pretty weird. He just got backwards in the dark like that.
No, we can't. I think we can at 9:30.
Maybe there's something else.
Hiding away down there.
Ooh, super close. Alright guys, let me go in between the voids to check to see if any have fallen out. Please do not start just yet until I say you are ready to go. Maybe you still pick one. I know why? Because you're still one. I lose one. You will get one. Alright guys, whatever you guys are ready to go ahead and throw.
Marshall. Bác súc vậy.
You want me to take your sunglasses, dude?
moment to look at this beautiful mural and take pictures. Viva Gaia Street Band is in session and the party is proceeding. I know you can dance, everybody just follow the lead. The dance moves are easy. Come on, come on. 1 for the love, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Here we go, come on. Everybody march out the place. Everybody run up the waist. Everybody wild and free. Let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go. Everybody march out the place. Everybody run up the waist. Everybody wild and free. Let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go. Follow the leader. Get on your feet. Let's make it happen. Celebrating this main attraction. Falling all wild and free. Viva Gaia and the one tree. Flowing, flowing, like sunset, sunrise, take the party all night. Falling all wild and free. Get on your boat, but join the party. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody march out the place. Everybody run up the waist. Everybody wild and free. Let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go.
Now look at me now.
Yeah. Vanilla and orange are really something and as far as children's safety goes. Oh wait, I think we do. So just
Everybody else is over there and it starts in like 10 minutes. And then